If your wrist angles look like this at the top of the backswing, you're already in trouble. Too much extension in the lead wrist can steepen the shaft on the way down, open the club face, and often cause early extension in the lower body as a way to help you manipulate out of that poor position. Today I'm going to give you two incredible drills that you can do to help you build your backswing better, but more importantly, how you can transition into that downswing. We're going to be using HACKMOTION to give data. We're going to be using the HACKMOTION drills, but these are also drills that you can do at home and at the driving range. This poor top of the backswing position is often caused by a poor takeaway. So we are going to talk about takeaway as we go, but to identify too much extension in that lead wrist at the top of the swing, you're going to get to the top, and if your toe of the golf club is hanging down to the ground, then that is an open face position. If you look at your lead wrist and the knuckles have moved towards the forearm, then that is a position that is in too much extension. It's really important to understand that the amount of extension at the top of the backswing is also really dependent on your grip position. We're all different. We all have different positions at setup, and I'm not one to change a grip unless it's having a direct influence on how you move this golf club and how that golf ball reacts at impact. So the demonstration I'm going to use is myself, okay? So I actually do have a slightly strong lead wrist at setup, and the majority of golfers that I coach online also have a strong lead wrist. Actually, a strong grip in general is probably the most common one that I see. If you would like to have your golf swing analysed by me, then the link to my Skillist app profile is down in the description below. Simply click the link, download the app, takes 20 seconds. Follow me on the app and immediately you'll be able to avail of a free swing analysis. If you are looking for golf lessons, we will continue on there and we'll do a Zoom call. We'll have a real in-depth discussion about your game, your history, in the history of your game, and where you would like to set your goals for the remainder of this year as well. But going from my initial grip position, if I take my setup, I'm in about, there we are, 26 degrees of extension there at setup. Now as I get to the top of the backswing, I just want to try and maintain something quite similar to that. So as I get to the top there, you'll see 23 degrees of extension. So I've strengthened it a little bit, and my face angle is pretty neutral at the same time as well. And that's what I want to try and maintain. I'm still in extension. I'm not trying to get rid of it. I'm just trying to stabilize this club face and keep it as neutral as possible. Now, if I can maintain that wrist angle at the top of the backswing and keep it in the same position it was at the setup, then we can almost assume that if I was set up with a square face, the face will be square at the top as well. But look at the impact it has on the shaft angle on the way down. Look at that golf club position there, it's perfect. Face is square, shaft angle is a little bit shallower. If I had loads of extension in that lead wrist, look where the shaft angle would be now. Wrist angles, regardless of trying to loop the swing on the inside or move the hips, etc., the wrist angles will have a huge bearing on where that shaft is in the transition. Two drills we're going to implement from the HACKMOTION drill section are the Faldo drill and the motorcycle drill. So if you already have a HACKMOTION, get on these two drills. They are two of my favorite drills on the app because they really do help you with almost everything in your whole golf swing. If you are interested in getting HACKMOTION, the link for that is down in the description below. There's also a discount code that you can use as well. It's not massively expensive for the amount of detail and information that you get. So we're going to start with the Faldo drill, okay? And this is basically helping me get set into the correct takeaway position. So for example, if I go to address right now, and the most common takeaway that I see is this one that goes on the inside. So you'll see there straight away it said, whoa Andy, you are inside, pal. For those that is quite rare, are on the outside, we're over there as well, outside takeaway. It's going to give me these parameters. It's not making me be absolutely perfect, it's giving me good parameters. Then it's saying maintain that position and finish your swing. And the ball just goes straight. It's absolutely ridiculous. I wasn't even looking at the golf ball for most of that, and it just goes straight because I'm in the correct position and I'm able to deliver the club correctly. You don't even need to be at the driving range for this. You can do this at home in your garden. You can do it in your living room. You don't even need I probably don't even need a golf club. I'm going to demonstrate that in a second. So set up, follow takeaway position, finish my swing. I got a little bit too hinged then as I went up to the top. I even felt it as well. Now let's even just go into address. No golf club. Set up. Set. Finish. You grab a spatula from the kitchen, whatever you want. So these drills are so good, they're designed to use at the driving range and at home. Really important practice as well. And sometimes doing it at home is better. And I tell my students to do that as well, because you're not influenced by the outcome of the shot. So obviously for those that don't have HACKMOTION, how this drill worked then, as I took my setup, the golf club, as I pulled the golf club away, I started to hinge the club. And what I'm looking for here is the club head higher than my hands on the takeaway, the shaft angle parallel to this alignment stick on the ground, which is obviously parallel to my target. And this leading edge, I'm quite happy for it to either be pointing up to the sky or pointing relatively parallel to the spine angle. I don't want it open, and I certainly don't think it's very difficult. I don't want it into that closed position either. So again, you've got a little bit of leeway on this takeaway. Now, you can see me even just moving it around, and it's HACKMOTION's not fussed because it's happy with either of those positions. And then you can finish your golf swing from there. So just understanding the positions that you're trying to get in is massively important. Right, on to the second drill, and I give loads of my students this drill with or without HACKMOTION. It's called the motorcycle drill. It's basically getting that wrist angle set in the transition, moving the wrist angle so you're not opening the club face. Again, something we've been looking at quite a lot within this lesson. And as you take your setup here, it's going to get you to do the exact same. And you can do this without a golf ball. You can do it at home. You go to the top of your backswing, and it's going to basically get you into the right wrist set. I'm perfect. If I go into too much extension, I can look down at my screen and I can move it into the correct position. If you don't have a HACKMOTION, you can just look at it yourself. If those knuckles are too close to your forearms, way too much extension. You're allowed a little bit of extension. We don't need it to be bowed. We don't want to go the other way. So we're just looking at that wrist set. And what you can also do then is look at the golf club. The face angle doesn't need to be at the sky. It doesn't need to be hanging down. That's open, halfway between the two, and that's neutral. So you can use the relationship between the face angle and the wrist set to get the correct position. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video. There is so much there that you can do. Understanding a better takeaway position, understanding where you want to be at the top of the backswing will have a huge impact on how you can transition the golf club into the downswing. If you're a type of player that thinks you've got early extension, or you've got a out to in swing path, or you cast it, the chances are with those three areas specifically, something went wrong before it. And those three faults are a consequence or a manipulation of those faults that went prior. So if you do want analysis, if you do want help with your game and your swing, head over to the Skillist app and I will be there waiting for you. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.